I'm Gio.
I'm Bart.
I'm Tiffany.
I'm Joe, and you're watching
Ask the Feels.
And today we have a question from Lily.
Hi, I'm 15 and I recently started having sex with my boyfriend and feel really good about my decision, but my friend said she is now uncomfortable around me and we have lost closeness in the relationship, but I don't want my boyfriend to be the only person I have. How do I make my friend understand me better?
So, okay, she loves fucking, but her friend's telling her that she started too early.
No,
She feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, her friend feels uncomfortable because now that she's started having sex, that she feels like she can't be her friend then?
So basically what it sounds like is you guys are growing apart. That's what it really sounds like.
It just sounds like a really judgmental friend though.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. I don't think they're necessarily really growing apart. It's just one thing that one friend can't get over. Because it's not like a series of lifestyle or a bunch of decision choices that separates them. It's just...
But that is a lifestyle that separates them. Because
But one thing.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about, okay, now she works night shift and this, and then, or like her daddy ran away. Like, it's not the entire lifestyle. It's literally one thing that she can't get over. So when it comes to stuff, because like, I was one of the first in my group of friends to lose my virginity, but guys, it's very supportive. It's like, fuck yeah, you're about to bang her tonight? Oh man, I can't wait to, can you shoot a porn? I want to watch it. Guys are like,
I do not want to see my
guys are super supportive, but I feel like in a lot of conservative girl circles,
They're judgmental as fuck.
as a motherfucker.
Why girls fucking vagina blocking?
So when one girl's out having fun, and although everyone's gonna be a slut anyways in the future, they're holding them back, and now they're like, oh, you're not one of us anymore, and it's just because you're ugly as fuck and no dude wants you. They just hating on the one.
I know, why do they gotta hate like that? Like, why do girls gotta, like, you remember being that age and then feeling like judged by other girls because you were like, you were a little bit more forward than them, like you were kissing before they were or whatever?
I was always the last one to do that, but I was never like, that girl's a hoe. I was just like, you did what? He put it where? What? And I mean, it just ended there. But I do remember one time I had my really, really good best friend from like junior high up until high school, and then I started smoking weed. And then she was super innocent, so she was just like not having weed at all. And I'm like, damn, I think I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna smoke weed today. She's like, really? Oh my God, she was so scared. And then the following day, I'm like, yeah, I did it, I smoked weed. But then at that point, we didn't have anything to talk about. But I never felt judged. She was just like, oh, that's scary. And then she went with her friends, and then I went with my new friends.
So
Thank you for the information, bye.
were you guys already grown apart, and then that was like the last thing, or that was the first thing that started for you guys to grow apart?
That was the first thing.
Yeah, I had friends that they were pretty judgmental once I had lost my virginity, and I was telling them like, oh yeah, you know, I lost my virginity, and they were super innocent. Like, they would have a lot of boyfriends, but they would claim that they would never take it that far and that they would only kiss. They wouldn't even do any foreplay or anything. And so once I told them like, yeah, I lost my virginity and now I'm dating this one guy, and they'd be like, oh really? Like, aren't you scared you're gonna get pregnant? Aren't you scared you're gonna get STDs? And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm being careful, because I was in birth control and I was being really careful. And so, but yeah, they were always very judgmental, and it got to the point where I couldn't hang out with them anymore. I would stop calling them because I'm like, I don't want to be judged every time we hang out, so.
And I bet you they're fucking all losers with like 3 kids and no baby daddy.
No, they still claim to be virgins till this
With
day.
their 3 kids, I'm a fucking virgin.
Yeah, I mean, they're already like 26 years old, and they're like, yeah, we're still virgins. And I'm like, right, you guys?
It's Bart's answer. It's because they're ugly as fuck.
No, they're not ugly. It's just, I feel like they're just very judgmental people, and then because they're very religious, they just, I mean, they might be telling the truth, I don't know, but I don't know, I feel like they just paint it to where we're so innocent, we don't do anything, and all you people that are doing things, you are all gonna go to hell. So
I hate high and mighty fucking people like that.
So we don't even talk anymore.
Friends don't judge friends.
They don't. And I mean, if you want to waste your time and tell her how you feel, that like her comments and her judgmental ways are making you feel, then you can go ahead and do so. But at the same time, she sounds really mean. So what you can also do is just piece her out and find your new circle of friends that are gonna accept you for being who you want to be.
You know, when kids are young, they just try to force everyone to have the same
values and judgment as they do. Because for them, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like, imagine if her parent was telling her you shouldn't have sex until you're an adult. So she goes, okay, mom, I'm gonna be a good kid and not do any of that. And then she sees you violating those rules that, you know, her mom told her. And then so she's probably thinking, fuck, you know, you're fucking up with life. I gotta help you out. So she might be self-righteous and feeling like she needs to help you out when you're making your own decisions. You know, she's just trying to do what she thinks is right. So she's not necessarily judging or hating you or talking shit. She just thinks that she's high and mighty and she knows what's right. And she's trying to help you out, which is a lost soul. That's the way she's saying. But then the older you get, the more you realize it's like my values and my thoughts are mine and yours are yours. If you decide to smoke weed and drink alcohol, that's on you. But if I like you as a person, we can kick it. But you know, you guys are still kids, so that's why she thinks the way she does.
Thank you for watching that horny ass video. Don't forget to hit subscribe and don't forget to like the video. And also, if you have any questions you would like to ask us about relationships, horniness, what's a penis, what's a vagina, go to www.askthefeels.com. Just kidding, only 3 W's because there's only a penis and a vagina out there. And ask whatever questions you have and we will answer it on this show. And here is the last video.
That's the problem.
Then you just have to grab her head and then put it on your wiener.
Well, that's forcing.
The old-fashioned way.
Well, I mean, there's other options too. I mean, like, there's a lot you can do that just giving head or just doing intercourse. Like, there's a lot of other options. Maybe you can talk to her.
What are those options?
But what if he like he said, he loves getting like blowjobs, but she doesn't really like giving it?
That's mean.
Well, I mean,
I know, right? But then it's
just-
not.
Well, then that's when you ask her, what about it don't you like? You don't like the